Yo, hello, Mike. We are just tapping into a massive plane crash into a police helicopter over Washington, D.C. Yeah, it looks like a bunch of them. Bunch of. Holy cow. All right, let's just listen. There is no volume on this feed. Are they saying it was a military plane crashed into the police chopper? No, it was a commercial airplane. Oh boy. I imagine there'll probably be footage of the explosion in there. I guess certain feeds are saying that uh, a plane crashed into a helicopter, police helicopter. But Michael Lukey is saying it was commercial and a military helicopter. Wow. Well, they're probably out there running maneuvers, uh, sniffing for that old radiation or whatever they're doing all over America. Of course, we have a supernova going on right now, 360,000 light years away or whatever. Well, you can still see the star that's getting ready to go supernova. It's in our uh, star patterns that we can see from Earth. So we might be able to see something in the sky, maybe a big giant thing. Maybe that this thing is pulsating. Maybe it's not something that messed with the coordinates of these planes or something. Did they say how many people were on board? We ain't seeing no flames, no sign of any wreckage. I'm not seeing nothing but a bunch of fire trucks, ambulances. Not unless she plunged into the water. There's no audio with this feed that we're listening to. I'm the one that's playing the music here. I mean, what the heck are we looking at here? That looks like a commercial airport right there. Looks like planes out there by the. Yeah, they must have had a problem. It must have dumped. They must have had to make an emergency landing or something in the water because they didn't make it to the airport. It's right there. We're not seeing any flames. We're not seeing anything. I mean, I don't know. I don't see any wreckage floating on the. Oh, wait, I might see something. They're out there with boats on the water, so they must be. They must be in the water. Well, here's the deal. I'm not seeing no flames, no smoke, no nothing. So this must have occurred in air. Explosion. They dropped from the sky, landed in the river. Because I'm seeing police boats out there. So this this must have occurred in there, which give it a couple hours, and there might be footage of the explosion in the air. Because we're not seeing nothing. Not seeing no oil spill, no jet fuel, nothing on fire. I mean, good God, look at them all. They're even way back there, too. I see flashing lights. I mean, what are we seeing here? I mean, with all the stuff out there, you'd think it was a UFO. Did you see our new drone that goes underwater? It's incredible. It's flipping people out. I don't know what we're dealing with here, gentlemen, but it looks like we have two planes in the ocean or the river there. Good God, get some choppers out there and light that place up. I can't see nothing. Can you guys see anything? Someone get out the bat light. Give us some light so we can see what's going on. Oh, look at all the UFOs on the water. Everyone's flipping out right now. They're literally our new drones we got. They go underwater. Yo, Debbie, how you doing? Oh, I see Valdez is there too. So, Mike, what are they saying? What are they saying up there in Canada? For all we know, this could be a tactic that Trump is using to flip you Canadians out. Some reason he's got his heart set on Canada, which we can use Canada, but not for anything other than to break away from the madness here in the lower 40s. Get up there in God's country. Yeah, I think Danny Aykroyd's still up there up north. I think they sort of. No, we filmed Great Outdoors. I think that was up in Wisconsin, Minnesota area, Wisconsin. You know what? That might have been Canada, but I don't think so. I think it was Wisconsin. No, we need Canada. We're running low on syrup out here, and bacon, being that it's all tainted. So we're definitely gonna need Canada. Yo, Debbie, how you doing tonight? We got a lot of action going on right now. Got a lot of flying saucers out there on the lake. No, I thought the original thing was as we tracked a UFO that disappeared into the water, but now it could be possible it was a plane crash. This is where we should be using our new spotlight that we created that would light that whole area up from above. The new spotlight is connected to a chopper. It'll light that whole area up. And you can't rescue anyone if you can't see, right? You have to go on hearing. You got to be very quiet. You got to listen for anyone kind of screaming, asking for help, whatever it may be. Oh, look at, we got a new chopper out there with green lights. This is amazing. Is it a chopper or is it a new drone? That is the question. But I got to light this place up like a Christmas tree. Someone get a hold of Bragg. Get a hold of Air Force. Light that place up out there. I can't see what we're trying to rescue. What are we looking for? What's not working, Deb? I don't know. What do we got going on here, folks? Do we have a plane that missed the runway and went off the runway into the lagoon? Into the river? Or are we sure? Because I'm not seeing anything of any kind of explosion, any kind of oil slick or hydromatic oil slick or diesel fuel. Or not diesel fuel, jet fuel, I mean. Well, I can tell you what, if Canada is going to be sold, you might want to sell it to me first because I won't change your health care. The only thing I will do is bring in more doctors so you don't have to wait as long to see a doctor or get your operation. You sell it to Trump and he's going to tear it all upside down. No offense, Mr. Trump, I love you. But you're already talking about change. How do you change better than free? They're saying no survivors, Mom. Well, they're not giving us no audio feed on this live. I'm being honest with you, I can't see nothing. mean, I know they're trying to get a lot of boats around there to light it up, but we need the super big dong spotlight to light that whole area up. Did you see that new flashlight that that kid built? He turned that flashlight on. It lit the whole city up like it was daylight, just about. Why are we using stuff like that? I mean, I hope we're looking for a plane crash. What exactly happened? Oh, one of our Blackhawks went down. Black Hawk down. Black Hawk down. Like we haven't lost enough of them. Well, they're really outdated. A thing of the past. Now, does that look like something in the water right there off to the left, where all the white lights are shining and the police lights are blue? Looks like someone's standing in the water. Or is that a tail section or something of the? Something is sticking out of the water right there. Maybe it's just a pylon or something. Ah, crashed in the Potomac. So it was the original report saying that it was an airliner. Is right. It crashed into a helicopter, but it wasn't a police helicopter. It was a military Black Hawk. Well, we got a lot going on right now, folks. You know, we're not used to running maneuvers in our country and doing things, so we're going to have to get our all of our air ports up to speed of get used to the military planes and Apaches and jets flying around. I used to, when I had my house out here, I had two warthogs that would come through, coming down south from Indianapolis uh, up north. And they took the route always that was right over my house. So I can hear them coming miles away. And I'd run and get my binoculars and stand out in my yard and wave to them. Sometimes they would circle around and tip a wing. Sometimes they would just blow right by. One time I jumped out as they were maybe 500 feet away. I was behind my bush. I wanted to see if I could spook them, right? So I heard them coming, and just as they were getting up on me, I jumped out from the bush, started waving my hands. And I can hear them power down, the motors, real slow. I was like, cool. Oh no, Debbie says the Canadians are saying, yeah, go Trump. No, the Canadians have already come out and said there ain't no way in a cold day in hell that they're going to sell it to America. I mean, don't you think that would be something that the Canadian people would want to vote on? Yeah, we'll see about that, Michael. We're getting all kinds of reports coming in. You know, he said we spent 50 million on condoms that we sent overseas. Uh, and the original reason why we sent them is because they were sleeping with animals, bestiality. So we were trying to stop the disease. But somehow them tricky little suckers over there, I guess, found a way to make bombs out of the condoms. And they didn't believe us. We had to show the footage of them, what they were doing at night. And their Apache helicopters and Nighthawks and everything got photos of these people doing sick stuff. Yeah, we sent a bunch of condoms over there to try and stop the disease from spreading, but it went crazy. I think that's what their problem is over there. Rabies or something. Bunch of hound dogs out there. But somehow, just like everything we send to go help a country ends up being used for the wrong reasons or stolen or whatever. Debbie, I don't know uh, if there are any survivors yet. The story has changed so much. The only thing I knew, the only thing I got was there was a commercial jet or a plane that crashed into. The first report was a police helicopter, but now they're saying that's changed, but I'm not sure. Oh, yeah, always playing. I'm a lot like Neil Young. Sometimes I gotta put it down, do other things, and then pick it up years later and start playing again. When people ain't stealing my soul and my anointings or talent, that was a good book. I'm kind of shocked that they don't have more spotlights out there. I do believe that's a drone with the green lights. That's one of our drones, I think. Maybe not. If that ain't a drone and it's a plane, all these things that you're seeing right now flying around in the sky up there, you'll know when it's not a UFO, folks, because there won't be no lights. There'll just be a dark shadow in the sky. Block out the moon. People never use their common sense of if they wanted to make themselves obvious, uh, they would have lit up the whole sky. We're here. It's us. Video of the crash has been released. Has it? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. God dang it, JLR is on it right now. He must have been watching my channel and picked up on it. He was doing something else. JLR, how dare you? Countdown to the supernova. I'm not seeing anything of the crash release. Hold on a minute. All right, Fox is reporting breaking news: military helicopter collides with a regional jet near wherever. So it was a military helicopter and a commercial jet. Interesting. Now, I don't know if that's true because we all know Fox always does things, but you gotta be kidding me. Allegedly innocent is now covering. Is that Brittany J covering now the crash? JLR's thumbnail has giant flames on it. showing mass casualties rescued 75. Debbie, you see anything? You see anything on YouTube about the crash? Well, on JLR's channel, his thumbnail is showing flames everywhere, but I'm not seeing anything like that over on the internet. Let me try another feed and see. It's in the river. They crashed into the river. It's a DCA, United States U.S. Park Police. Interesting.
And where was the mistake made? You'll get the voice recorder and the cockpit voice recorder off of the PSA aircraft. It'll be recovered, and they'll play that back. And of course, the air traffic control tapes are already they're always recorded. So I think we're going to put this thing together very fast. I'm not saying tonight or tomorrow, but rapidly. You have a lot of evidence coming out.
Yeah, and in your experience, Captain, because considering the time of night, and I believe the FAA, when they put their statement out, they said how the plane was cleared to, or was arriving and landing on runway 33, which that could be any runway. I don't know the layout of the ground there, but considering the fact that it seemed like a good day, we did have a lot of high wind out there, but overall, a clear night. To be out there in the skies, visibility and issues. I mean, I know it's all preliminary right now, but in your experience, the possibility of something like this happening, choosing the wrong runway after being cleared for a certain one. I mean, what are the chances that that can happen, and what could be the factors involved?
Yeah, it's mistaken identity. We have electronic equipment on the aircraft. For
Yes, have a good night, Mike. Thanks for stopping in. Keep your head up in Canada. We know it's tough up there. If anything, we'll have to purchase half of Canada only, maybe. I'm not sure, but keep afloat up there, hunker down. We don't know yet what's going on. Trudeau said there's no way it'll happen. He'll sell it to a monkey or me first. But the only thing I'm thinking, I might buy it and then maybe purchase it to the United States. Not sure yet. But I know one thing. I don't want to touch the free healthcare system. I don't want to touch that.
For example, for runway 01, that allows you to land in very low visibility. It's called Instrument Landing System. On runway 33, I haven't flown into Washington, Reagan. I flew internationally before I retired. In any event, it either has an ILS, which is very accurate, or an approach to keep it simple for your listeners or viewers, that is based on GPS, global proximity systems. But so there should have been adequate spacing, and there would have been. And why there wasn't, that's going to be a matter of question. But you do raise a very, very good point. Regional airlines, larger, the 747s, 777s, Airbus, 737s, et cetera, and this regional airplane, they have TCAS, traffic collision avoidance system, and it picks up an imminent collision, and you get an alert through the speakers in the aircraft. It says traffic, traffic. So you're seeing the other aircraft, even a helicopter. And then if a collision is imminent, now I'm not saying the next second, in about 20 or seconds, it'll say climb, climb, or of course not descend, descend. You're very close to the ground. Or so that's going to be a question. The TCAS is TCAS. TCAS. Did the military aircraft? I flew military, but a military transport, and so I don't know if the military helicopter had the TCAS. That's a big question. Why didn't it go off and alert one of the crews? Go ahead,
Captain Lee. I want to ask you one more
That's
question,
another
and we have to go.
situation like
When you're
Kobe
flying into
Bryant's
DC airspace,
accident,
I mean,
that
you have low-flying
helicopter wasn't
helicopters.
equipped with
You have
that
the question
system
of, are they lit up? Are they visible?
to
Is there
let
much
him know that
communication
he
between
was
military
heading right
pilots
toward
and
the
commercial
mountain.
pilots?
Often military, for the obvious occurrence of situation with the White House right there, most of the communications are on the same frequency we call VHF. Military can use UHF, ultra high frequency, but normally around Washington, Reagan, everybody's going to be on the same frequency, and that brings up a good question. I'm hearing a helicopter cleared for an approach on near the same runway I'm on. That would make me very concerned.
Back in the olden days.
That is Captain Richard Levy, airline expert, joining us here on Fox 5. Sir, thank you very much for your insight, unfortunately, under these circumstances. We want to go to Shamari Stone, who is now out and about as we continue to cover this from every possible angle. Show you're at Gravelly Point now. Talk about what you've seen trying to get there.
Well, I've seen a multi-agency response when you have you have fire, EMS, you have U.S. Park Police, everyone converging on Reagan National Airport. Many people have been coming out here trying to get to the airport, and they've been stopping by this area. As you look right over here by Gravelly Point, you can see all the vehicles, people outside of their cars. They plan on coming to the airport when you had flights that were supposed to land and they were going to pick up their loved ones. Well, right now they are just waiting here. And across the George Washington Parkway, right over there, you can see the flashing lights. And that is where you have the multi-agency search and rescue operation underway in the Potomac River. After this small American Airlines flight 5342 from Wichita collided with an Army helicopter near the Reagan National Airport. You also have U.S. Park Police who have closed down Gravelly Point. And I'm going to pause for a second so you can see this is what people are seeing as emergency crews come by George Washington Parkway. Take a listen. So that is exactly what people are seeing as they drive here to the airport. Folks are stopping as well with their cell phones trying to capture.
Well, we hope they're survivors. I haven't seen anything yet for the actual footage of the plane crash yet. But now we know what happened, right? Military helicopter and jet or whatever. Well, we hope people survived. Boy, they got everything down there, don't they? Just about everything in the kitchen sink. I would think, I mean, they're doing a great job. They're doing what they can with the situation. It's so dark. Well, why don't they use that? Why don't they use that spotlight that Batman gave them to shine over that area to light it up like a Christmas tree? I can't see too much. Can you, folks? I mean, you can see the spotlights on the other side of the river. Well, Lord, help these people. Help them find these people and rescue them in Jesus' name. You know, it was one of our military helicopters. How come our military ain't got some helicopters out there, some big OC helicopters with giant lights on them looking out there? You know, that might be the problem. A lot of planes are flying around right now without new software that's out. And this might be something just like that they didn't have that equipment yet installed or software installed. Kobe Bryant died the same way. His vehicle wasn't equipped with the new technology. You can literally see in front of you, or it tells you, that you're 1,000 feet away from a mountain. Depending on what year the military helicopter was, it might not have that technology on it. Or maybe it was the jet. Maybe the jet didn't have that kind of technology on it. Our condolences to any of the family members that were lost, any military family members that were lost, or civilians. God rest their soul, but we're hoping we find people. Alright, I think we're going to end this video in an hour. I'll be back if there's any new footage or any new major news break on it. I'm starting to pick up on some resistance. That's a chopper right there. That's a chopper flying around. That is a buoy in the water, it looks like. All right. We hope to God that there's plenty of survivors. Condolences to all the families. And we're going to end this video. Thank you, folks, for sticking around and watching. I might be back with a fire video tonight, maybe. I don't know. This whole YouTube thing is getting boring. You folks have a great night. Thank all the mods for stopping in. Michael and everyone else. Valdez and everyone. Have a great night.